Hi plant friends, my name is Lori. I'm the Sucky Plant Mom. In this video, I'm going to go over my process of cutting up a plant. Sometimes when my plants get super leggy and there's dead leaves towards the bottom, I'll cut it off and take a top cutting of it and then make several little other plants to sell. So that's what I did with my Philodendron Painted lady. This is the top cutting, this is the final product. It's got tons of aerial roots going crazy because right now I moved recently and had to sell one of my greenhouse cabinets. And so right now, until I can get a new one, it is in a clear tote, getting sunlight, and it's got a lid, so it has tons of humidity, so it throws out aerial roots like crazy. They're all over the place. So this is the top cutting I took. And then I had 3 plants, little plants, that it became, and I sold one of them already to someone before I moved to try to make some space. So this is finished product. So follow along in my journey of cutting it up into several different plants and getting one less leggy, pretty one.
So I had this Philodendron Painted lady that had lost a lot of lower leaves, and I wanted to cut off the top and use the nodes to make new plants to possibly sell in the future. And so this is one of the nodes, and I put it in my prop box. It's starting to have a root come out, so an aerial root is popping out, and it's in my prop box. This is perlite that has just a tiny bit of water at the bottom with this lid that gives it a lot of humidity. And then I have grow lights sitting here. They're off at the moment because it's evening, but that is the situation with that. So it'll sit in there and get roots, and then when a new leaf pops out, then we'll move on to the next step, which I'll see you back here with the next step. So my Philodendron Painted lady node has a leaf coming out. So then the next step is I put it in a small nursery pot with soil and put it in a terrarium. So I'll wet this down. Sometimes I'll put it in sphagnum moss, wet, moist sphagnum moss. But I like to do soil, usually more, just because then I can fertilize it to promote faster growth. So I'll wet this down and then put it in the terrarium. So you can see it's right there in the terrarium. So there were some varicosum cuttings that I'm trying to root. So when I'm trying to root them, I will put it in sphagnum moss in the terrarium because I feel like it roots better that way. But this one's already rooted, it has a new leaf coming out. So I put it in soil. You can see I have some philodendron lichens in there. So with my Philodendron Painted lady, this is the top cutting that came from that plant where I have the node. There were several nodes that had leaves that had died off, and so I decided to just take the top cutting off and then have a lot of nodes, which I think I have 3 nodes, but only 1 leaf has popped up from those nodes. But let's check out these roots. Oh yes, major root action happening. So this is ready to go into a pot with soil. I'm just waiting for some of my soil items to get here from Amazon, which there is links down below of what I use in my soil. And then we will get this potted up back into soil.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel to see more rehab plant videos, and check out my links below for my products that I use. But once again, this is the finished product.